So, good morning, Divine Family. And yesterday we had taken up the first part of this Murli, titled The Duty of Your Alokik Life is to Make Those Who Are Full of Vices Viceless. And that's very important and very, very challenging task to make souls who are full of vices viceless. And that's the duty of the alokik life. And today and yesterday, Baba gave us the methods how to transform Lokik into alokik while playing the role, Lokik roles, how one can transform the consciousness from Lokik to alokik. The ways and methods to be trusty and to be detached like a lotus flower and various techniques Baba gave us. And now today we'll go to the second part of the Murli, where Babdada is meeting groups. What spatial qualification do trustees have? So again, let's be seated and seated on the uh, in between the eyebrows on the uh, on the stage, which is timeless, soundless, which is beyond sound, which is beyond time, which is which is giving me experience of incorporealness. I am stable, incorporeal soul, eternal, combined with Bhavdada. So now let's listen. What spatial qualification do trustees have? The spatial qualification of trustees is to experience being light in every aspect, and not only being light, being double light. Trustee is one who does not have the burden of even the consciousness of the body. That's something which can be underlined. A trustee is one who does not have the burden of even the consciousness of the body. So there is no consciousness of the corpse, totally incorporeal. So if there is the burden of the consciousness of the body, then that is the awareness of being a trustee, is the method to remain beyond this and all other types of burden. Check for how long you remain body conscious. When you belong to the Father, you do so with your mind, body, and wealth. You gave everything to the Father, did you not? Now, Baba is asking these pertinent questions. So let's ask ourselves. There are three things: tan, man, and dhan: mind, body, and wealth. So we have, when it's a new birth and when we belong to the Father in this new birth, we gave everything to the Father, means everything is His. Once you have given everything, how can it still be yours? Since it doesn't belong to you, how can you have the consciousness of it being yours? So that consciousness which belongs, this mind, body, and wealth as of ours, is a limited consciousness. If you still have this consciousness, that is a limited consciousness, it proves that you have taken back what you had given. You continually play the game. What's the game? You continually play the game of giving something Baba and then taking it back from him. A trustee is one who does not have any consciousness of mind. That's something which is very, very eternal. Can underline this. A trustee is one which does not have any consciousness of mind. Mera kuch bhi nahi. When the consciousness of mind finishes, all attachment which are associated with that mind or mindness also finishes. A trustee does not have any bondage, is free. A trustee does not have any inner internal bondage. A trustee is a free soul. If you are attracted to anything, it means that you are not a trustee. If we are having any bondage or any attraction or any distraction or any effect or any influence, it means that I am not a trustee. A trustee means one who is free. That's the that's the key element of being a trustee, one who is free. What is the easy way to become free? Now Baba is giving us the method, the basically while interacting with the groups, how to become free, how to become such a trustee, which Baba just described. What's the easy way? Baba says, be constantly, be aware of your home, real home, not the alokik home, real home, alokik home, the unlimited home. In terms of the soul, your home is the supreme abode, highest on high. And in terms of Brahmin life and the corporeal world, your home is Madhuban, the forest of honey. It is Madhuban because it is the home of Father Brahma. It's the home of our angelic father, Brahma. Remain aware of both these homes, that is Paramdham and Madhuban, and you will become free. If you consider something to be your family or your home, you develop attachment, but you won't have attachment when you consider it to be your workplace. When we go to office, when we go to any other place where we have some engagements or some duty, then that's our duty. We don't have any attachment there. We just do duty and we come back to our home. So workplace, we don't have any attachments. We're just doing our duty as per the charter of duties, as per the standing orders. And when we come back, we relax at home. Baba says, consider something to be your family or your home, then you develop attachment. So this Lokik world, consider it as being a trustee. I'm here to do my work, a mission. So there won't be any attachments. Do not think of those souls as your Lokik family, but as souls for you to serve at a particular place of service. All are alokik servers who have come here to serve. More they serve, more they earn the income. All are alokik servers. Some are instruments to serve and others to be served. Some are instruments to serve, they have a mission to serve, and others have a mission to get served. That's the difference. Lokik relations are also there for you to serve. While playing roles in Lokik world, there are Lokik relations. And Baba says they are there to for you to serve them, not vice versa. Do not think this is my son or this is my daughter. You have those relationships for the sake of service. When the relationships of being a husband, father, uncle, or son or daughter, etc., is over, you will become a trustee. Awareness becomes forgetfulness when you have the consciousness of mind. So, Baba has given us such a beautiful tip or a technique that do not think this is my so and so or my so and so relation, son, daughter, uncle, or father, mother, husband. Awareness becomes forgetfulness when you have the consciousness of mind. To be a conqueror of attachment is to be an embodiment of remembrance. So Baba says, where there is attachment, there is no remembrance. And when there is remembrance, there is no attachment. The greatest test paper for mothers is attachment. The greatest test paper for mothers is attachment. When mothers become conquerors of this attachment, they will claim a high number. High number where? In the state of being. That is the sthiti or the stage. What effort do the Pandavas need to make in order to be number one? If the Pandavas make their intellect constantly stable with a constant stage, they would become number one. The intellects of Pandavas quickly wander everywhere. What's the weakness which Babdada has observed in Pandavas, especially, is the intellects quickly wander everywhere. However, if their intellects are stable, they are number one. So that's underlined. Let's underline this statement. Pandavas, if they can make their intellect constantly stable with a constant stage, they will become number one. Generally, Pandavas would never stay at home at one place. They would, when wander, intellect will wander. So they would never sit still. They like to move around all the time. So their intellects have the habit of wandering around. Their intellects are also influenced by their activity. Once they wander, then their intellect is further influenced by that wandering activity. Do you think that since you are to become the rulers of the globe, you should wander around here? Do not wander around unnecessarily. Become stable, become Swadershan Chakradhari, one who spins the discus of realizing the self, not Pardarshan Chakradhari, one who spins the discus of seeing others, what they are doing, what someone is doing, what someone is engaged in. This is seeing others, extrovertness. So, do all of you maintain the very highest intoxication of your new life? New life, new Brahmin life. Brahmin life is the most elevated life of all. That's a new life. This new birth, which is the most elevated Brahmin birth, is also called the alokik birth. Alokik birth. Do you have this intoxication? The thoughts and words of the most elevated souls are not ordinary, but elevated. When we have a new birth, then what will happen? Even the thoughts, which are the creation of the birth, thoughts, words, and actions of the most elevated souls will not be ordinary, they'll be elevated. What would happen if a wealthy person behaves like a beggar? A wealthy person behaves like a beggar. Everyone would laugh at him. It would be very funny, very laughing event. So, what would everyone say if you do something ordinary instead of something great or elevated? Brahmins cannot perform any wasteful actions or thoughts or words. They cannot, because they are into an most elevated birth. To put everything you have heard into practice is to merge it into yourself. Now, Abdada is speaking about bringing all this, what Bab Dada has said since yesterday till now, into practice, into practical life, into this logic world. Not just concepts or ideas, but into practicing into this in this logic world, right on this logic stage. You have been listening to everything from time immemorial from Baba, but the speciality of the confluence age is to reveal everything to the world in a practical form. There are many who relate something, but only a handful out of multi millions put that everything into practice. You are those who put everything into practice. Now, Bab Dada is reminding us that you are those who put everything into practice, not those who just speak about it. You should check and see how far you have put into practice all that you speak about. What kind of image would you call those who put everything into practice? Just take a pause here, and whatever Baba has said since yesterday about transforming lokik into alokik, various ways and means, various techniques, methods for making lokik as alokik, and how to transform the souls full of vices into viceless, that power, those points, if put in practice, what that soul would look like, from what kind of words that soul will speak, what kind of thoughts that soul will radiate energy, and what kind of actions, what level of actions that thought, that soul will do or perform. Just think for a moment. Close your eyes. I, the soul, a diamond, embedded with the divine intellect, divine mind, and divine sanskars, looking at a soul who's putting everything into practice, what Bap Dada shared from time immemorial in this confluence age, from the day one. Look at that image, how that soul is radiating, sparkling the divine energy. And look at Brahma Baba, who is embodiment of Baba's treasures of knowledge, divine wisdom, divine intellect. How Brahma Baba is walking, how Brahma Baba is talking, speaking, listening, observing, understanding, implementing every thought, how Baba is experiencing all relationships with the Supreme Father, how Brahma Baba is maintaining a balance between lokik and alokik, how Baba is transforming the lokik consciousness into alokik consciousness, how Brahma Baba is being an example to others on this world stage. That's the image that grants visions. So, coming back to the Murli, a practical image, an image that grants visions. You are the images that grant visions, are you not? So ask yourself, am I not the image which grants visions? If no, which areas I need to work on so as to grant visions to others? You are the images that grant visions. You grant a vision to yourself as well as granting a vision of the Father through the self. First, we grant a vision to our own self, our own mind, our own intellect, and our own sanskars are seeing myself, sparkling star. And then Baba, and then I can grant visions to others as well. They see Baba in me. So you grant a vision to yourself as well as granting a vision of the Father through the self. To have a vision of the self is to have a vision of your spiritual form, that I am a sparkling star, and also to give others vision of themselves, that who are they, just like Father. Such images that grant visions are called images in the practical form. Such images that grant visions are called images in the practical form. Underline the word practical. Are all of you like this? Baba has asked the groups. We are also part of the groups. So we can ask ourselves, am I like this? Acha, Om, Shanti. So with this, we have come to the end of the Murli session. We'll try to conclude the Murli today's session at 0545 hours with the traffic control song automatically play at 0545. So we'll consider that and be very brief in our sharings so that everyone can share at least one point about yesterday's and today's part of the movie. Thank you, Baba. Let's take a moment or two to deeply reflect and ask these questions to our own self. Am I the image that grants vision to my own self? Am I the image that grants visions to others as well? They see powers and virtues of Father in me. Am I putting everything into practice into my own self first? Am I paying that special attention of implementing the practices which Baba shared yesterday, today, and from day one of this conscious age? Am I spinning the discus of realizing my own self? Who am I? Or my intellect is wandering here and there? If wandering, why it's wandering? What does it want? Ask these questions. Am I the conqueror of attachment? Am I free? while playing alokik role, am I free or I am getting entangled, feeling the attachments, attractions, bondages? Am I able to transform myself into viceless soul through the power of Supreme? So let's ask these questions for one moment. Then we come back for sharing. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Welcome back to the uh, again back to the session where we can share, reflect upon our sharings, our experiences, our views, and also share any specific which you want to ask the Divine Family. Kij's sister has shared alokik transformation. There are two keys. Yes, there are two methods. One is like considering I am a trustee and nothing is mine. Nothing deters me, nothing affects me. I do my duty and come back to my home. Yeah, that's I am a trustee. I am home of Paramdham. I owe nothing. Yeah, yeah, that's the trustee. I lose nothing. Yeah. BMW. What is BMW? All Babas. Yeah. I am detached. Yeah, these two awareness. I am a trustee. And second is lotus flower. No, I am detached. That's lotus flower. Just two corporeal. Yeah, two homes. There are two homes. One is corporeal home. For corporeal role, I have Madhuban as the workplace, and I mean that's home. And second is incorporeal. For incorporeal roles, I have Paramdham. My Smriti returns. I become Sakshat Murat. Yeah, that's the image that grants visions. Sakshatkar Murat of, yeah, grants visions to my own self. First is my own self, my mind, my intellect, and my sanskars. They get a vision of my who am I and who's mine. That is my father and the father. Very wonderful sharing. Anyone else would like to share? Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Vijit bhai,
Oh,
Om Shanti. Yeah, Vijit, um, yeah, Balvinder sister, you can share just soon after Vijit bhai.
Om Shanti. So, so in this Murli Baba is again highlighting the word trustee. So, Baba wants us to be in that, there should not be any consciousness of mind. And, because we have to end all the attachments, and Baba also gave many methods, just to consider it to be a workplace. So we all know that when we go to workplace, we don't have any sort of attachment. And similarly, Baba say, family, when it is family, you are a server there, right? And for the sake of service, you are there. So your family members all are part of the service. So you can see them in that sense. So it becomes easy.
Yes.
So I was thinking, like, uh, Baba uh, giving us this concept now, right? Because though everything is us, right? See, so the reason is Baba wants to save us from being entangled in this world, and as we know, the drama is ending. It's time to go back, right?
Yes.
So because this doesn't happen in any other age, right? It's only happened during the last Sangam Yuga or towards the end of Kali, not even Copper Age. So uh, so I understand when we become a trustee, right? So it's all should happen internally. That
Yes.
it doesn't nothing that I see in this world, I will not be able to carry it, right? So
Yes.
the way to end all the attachments and everything. Yeah. So one way, yeah, to become a trustee. Yes. So in a way, Baba is helping us to get there actually, right? Which is what we all want. When there is even a slightest attachment or any sort of a thing that we keep with us, right? So the thing is when we sit in meditation or when the time comes, so eventually, right, our intellect goes there. So which means we will fail. We'll
Yes.
again be bound with this materialistic world where we'll not be able to go with Baba, right?
Mhm.
I
Yes.
understand, yeah.
Yes.
Because
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like the three elements which Baba spoke about, na tan, man, dhan, that is body, wealth, and mind. All these three, they're like we came naked. I mean, Baba says na in Murli, and it means we were just incorporeal, eternal form which we came to play a part. Then we acquired, this wealth, body. We acquired a body, and first before that we acquired an angelic, that mind, and then we acquired body. Then that made of five elements, and then that body started doing that, that acquiring wealth,
yeah,
and the
correct,
body started acquiring bodily relations because just by virtue of birth in some family we got these relations, and then the relations could be so many relations. So all this
correct,
thing
correct.
is
So yeah,
acquired,
see, yeah,
acquired.
right.
Thing is
So
fine.
so what happens is I often heard, sometimes
Uh,
people, those who are new to knowledge, right? So when they come and then often they hear these words in Murlis, okay, so they get confused. They don't really go to
ah,
the depth of the part, and then
yes.
some of them even lack knowledge because they think that if
They
I
left
have to
family, they
continue
leave
with
family
this,
and all that. Yeah, yeah.
they think that, if I go there one day, I will end up giving all my wealth to Brahma
Yeah,
Kumaris.
yeah. That's a very gross level of understanding. It's not that somebody has to abstain from this body, mind, and wealth. They are basically Baba is giving us very deep understanding that I am free while while serving my family. I am free. I can be free. I can be
Right,
bonded free. But in Loki world, they think one cannot be free. One has to be in stress or tension or anxiety because we are playing, I am father of so and so, I am brother of so and so, I am, husband of so and so, and I'm uh, those relations, so they get entangled in that. But Baba has given us a new birth, new knowledge, that it is possible to be free while in a family, while serving family. One can be, while serving the world, one can be free, while serving the as a server, one can be free because
right,
being a trustee. See, server means Lockic world will think, how can a server be free? Server is always engaged in giving, and receiving, understanding also what somebody wants. But no, Baba says server means being a trustee, you can be free. Because nothing is mine. What is Baba giving? It is passing through me. That's all, to others, serving others. I am receiving from Baba. That's all. And that deep detachment while serving, deep detachment from the locking while serving, isn't it, Vijit bhai?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So I guess for somebody who's a newcomer, it might take a while to understand the depth of the meaning that which Baba says. So if somebody take it in the literal meaning, right?
Yeah, then
Yeah,
it can be
some
dangerous, dangerous,
uh,
dangerous.
right,
So
that's
be
where
careful.
things go wrong. Yeah. Thank you,
Rightfully,
Uncle.
rightfully, you brought out for the benefit of everyone. Some of us maybe, I mean, some of us maybe, new. So we should not take it in a literal manner that we have to, donate our, everything, wealth or body, mind, and sometimes people also literally take the meaning of marjiva. That marjiva doesn't mean that
Correct.
you have to die alive or something. It's all inner. Soul is free, eternally free from bondages. Soul, it's a eternal nature of soul. To experience that is what Baba means. Experiencing.
Right. I have experienced some people saying that on my face that and they left knowledge because of this.
Hmm. Yeah, that's something which is like uh, a lakir ka fakir or something, that who's taking it as a literally, taking it as gross. Baba never speaks about gross wealth. Also, Baba never speaks about dollars, rupees, or something. Baba speaks wealth of knowledge. That that's the real wealth. And body, Baba speaks about that I am bodiless soul. That playing part in the body, that is, so we should not take it as a literal, but we should take it as a
Right.
spiritual meaning.
Right.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you.
Mm,
Yeah.
let me read Radhamani sister's sharing before we take on Balvinda sister reflection. To conquer attachments is to be an embodiment of remembrance. Yes, the greatest test paper for mothers is attachment. And may I ask anyone, the Divine Family, that what is the greatest test paper for Pandavas?
Wandering intellects.
Yeah, yeah. And I really experienced even myself also. Baba is accurate in saying this, Uh, and I need to work on my intellect as well. Very frankly, sharing that. Because Pandavas, Baba has got right. Because we are working outside, we go outside, we go to office and all the places to serve outside souls, है So there we meet variety of people, मतलब people with variety of sanskars. So intellects tend to wander. So that's where Baba has caught us. We have to focus on making our intellect stable. Pandavas goes on wandering, that's why their intellect's also wandering. Yeah, you have already replied. Teacher sister said possession and ownership. In which sense, Gita sister? Possession and ownership. Okay, maybe I think in sense of that being a trustee, that nothing is, I'm possessing nothing, I owe nothing except my own self and Baba. Maybe that. So now Balvinda sister, you may share, and after that, Girja sister, you may also share if you would like to share.
Yeah, Om Shanti Baiji and Divine Family. I think you both answer my question. Yes, being a newcomer, I am struggling, and I notice my intellect is rusty. It's not sharp like all of you who are in this knowledge for a long time. Of course, when I read Murli, um, I have difficulty to understand the meaning. Some of them are in like idioms, analogies, metaphors.
Yeah, yeah,
So I do take literal meaning. So that's why
yeah.
I was looking for. Is there any any vocabulary bank sitting somewhere where I can understand? For example, unlimited disinterest. Being a new student, how do I know how to
Yeah,
apply? If I
yeah,
do not know, of course, I will have difficulties, and which I am experiencing right now.
yeah. There is a booklet on idioms and phrases, कहावतें, मुरली में प्रयुक्त होने वाली मुहावरे और कहावतें. In Hindi, it's like this. The title of the book is मुरली में प्रयुक्त होने वाली मुहावरे और कहावतें. This book is available at Madhuban, and also there is a www.drbklohar.com. In that website also you can order it online, and if you Google it out, probably you'll find other sites also which are uh,
What is the name of the book?
book name of the book is मुरली में प्रयुक्त होने वाली मुहावरे और कहावतें.
It's written in Hindi.
Yeah, it's in Hindi.
I
It's a good book.
cannot I cannot read.
You can't read in Hindi?
I
Okay,
cannot read
then I
Hindi.
don't know whether Vijit Bhai may reflect on whether there is an English version of this book or not.
Okay. So even in in our daily life or in school system, whenever we teach any new concept, we always allow our student to become familiar with the new vocabulary about any topic, any concept, right? So
Yeah.
in order to understand Murli correctly, it is very important to have vocabulary bank on the side. That's my understanding.
If I come to know, I'll let you know in one of these,
Yeah,
in
because because I cannot make sense. I take literal meaning, so then I
no,
find
no,
confusing and I feel lost.
never ever take the literal meaning. If you're still taking the literal meaning, then that means there's no attainments in that literal meaning. It's like a just like a 63 births only. If you want to experience the new birth, you have to take the new meaning, the deep meaning. Okay, and
Yeah, it is.
so, I will let you know. We'll inform you any of the subsequent days. I'll find out today. Give me some time. Give us some time.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
But I'm learning a lot from each one of you during this class. That's why uh, I'll stick to it.
Yeah,
I'm
wonderful,
learning. No,
wonderful.
yeah. Number two is my being a mother. My attachment with my kids. It's so difficult to conquer, Baba. It's easy to say,
Yeah.
become a trustee, but how to conquer, especially for mother. I do not know about father, but for mother, it's extremely challenging. When child is sick, is in pain, and being a mother, I go into double
See,
pain.
Balwender sister, the traffic control will start automatically. So we've got little time. Baba spoke about this only. Mothers, the test paper is attachment. So the test paper, when there is a test paper, we have to be prepared before the test paper. We have to prepare, not during the time of the test. So anyway, we'll reflect
Yeah,
upon this in subsequent
thank you,
Murli answers will come. So let's now
thank you.
conclude the session by listening to this traffic control song and understanding the deeper aspects of this song and relate it with today's Murli.
Thank
शिव सुख करता है दुख हरता कल्याणी कहलाए जन्म जन्म की पतित आत्माओं को मुक्ति दिलाए जन जन को ये मंत्र सिखाकर मन मन भव मावे हम सात्यं शिवं सुंदरं सात्यं शिवं सुंदरं सत्य पिता सद्गुरु हम से खाली मन का प्याला, ज्ञान खजाने के आते हैं सारे जग का धन कम। सात्यम शिवम सुंदरम, सात्यम शिवम सुंदरम। शिव की महिमा के आगे माया के बंधन टूटे। सच्चा नाता परम पिता का जग के नाते झूठे। सत्य वचन सदगुरु समझा के तोड़े लाख भरम। सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम, सत्यम
So, thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. So, let's take this homework for the day from yesterday's and today's part of the Avyakt Murli. That we'll ask this very important question for our spiritual progress, that what's the image I'm granting my own self and then to others. And let's meet tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till such time, have a wonderful day and happy spiritual progress. Om Shanti.